So, hello, once again I'm back on my old trustworthy Dell Alienware M17 R5 AMD edition. As always, I'm recording locally and streaming, and today it's on Kick service. Before I will continue, let me check out if the stream is functioning properly. So yeah, it does. Nice. This is good to know. Once again, I'm back on CachyOS KDE Plasma, and let's check out the system information by going first into the system settings using the GUI method. I will show you the system information basically. Settings, about this system, here we are, CachyOS Linux KDE Plasma version 6.6.5, Wayland of course. The kernel is 7 something. The system has 32 gigabytes of RAM and 2 terabytes of SD storage, and the CPU is AMD Ryzen 9 6900HX, and the GPU is also an AMD Radeon RX 6800M. And let us check now the system terminal for the system information, that is. Zoom in. I think this is fine. You can pause the stream, or later on the video on the YouTube channel, you pause the video and take a good look at your own pace for the system information. However, pay attention to the screen resolution. It's a full 4K 3840 by 2160 at 120 Hz. No scaling today. It's 100% or just 1 if you prefer. And the thing is, as you will see soon, I'm streaming and recording at this resolution, but downscaled at full HD and just 30 FPS. So let's go now and check out the OBS settings. I've mentioned yesterday, and I'll say again today about the workspace switcher thing or two. So yeah, as you can see, the video resolution full 4K, downscaled at full HD, 30 FPS. And as I said yesterday, I'm still using the audio encoder FMPEG AAC and the video encoder FMPEG VAPI H264, basically hardware encoding. But today it's 8000, the bitrate is 8000, and I'm using the MKV for the file. So yeah, yesterday I was saying that when I'm switching between workspaces, I've noticed in 1 or 2 of my videos in the past that it had some kind of a ghosting. I wasn't seeing this, but I noticed it on the video. Basically the workspace switcher, this effect was staying on the screen until I don't know, couple seconds or so. Later on it was going away. But what I noticed also yesterday's video stream, I'm not so sure if it happened on the stream, but on video for sure again. Not this thing, but another, like the apps were flashing between each other, like the display, the desktop environment was trying to display multiple apps at the same time, even though it was only 1 or 2 on the front, in the front. Anyway, I was saying that this is CachyOS Linux and KDE Plasma. Let us find out through the Wikipedia first what is CachyOS and what is KDE Plasma. So basically, while trying to search about CachyOS Wikipedia page in English, you'll find out that it's actually mentioned as the derivative and other products here on Arch Linux Wikipedia page. And basically in the bottom of this list, this part here, it says CachyOS is a Linux distribution based on Arch Linux with many changes and optimizations intended to improve performance on newer hardware, developed for gaming on Linux, among other things. As of March 2026, CachyOS is the most popular desktop distro on ProtonDB, overtaking Arch Linux. So yeah, it's only this minor part, so if you want to find more about CachyOS, perhaps as far as Wikipedia pages go, perhaps you just need to read on Arch Linux and you will be fine. And then regarding the KDE Plasma, here we are. KDE Plasma is a graphical cell developed by the KDE community for Unix-like operating systems. It serves as the interface layer between the user and the operating system, providing a graphical user interface (GUI) and workspace environment for launching applications, managing windows, and interacting with files and system settings. Plasma is designed to be modular and adaptable, with different variants tailored for specific device types, such as Plasma Desktop for personal computers and Plasma Mobile for smartphones. And this was the basic introduction on the Wikipedia page, both for CachyOS and KDE Plasma. Onto the official CachyOS website. Performance first Linux built on Arch. CachyOS ships every package optimized for your CPU, compiled with x86-64, v3, v4 and Zen 4 instructions, LTO and PGO on top of a custom kernel with a tuned EEVDF scheduler. The result? A noticeably faster Arch Linux experience with the same rolling release flexibility you expect. And then, last but not least, this is the official website for KDE Plasma. They have another one. I've mentioned this yesterday again because for a moment I was thinking maybe I was going crazy or something. They actually have two KDE Plasma desktops websites. Anyway, this is supposedly the default. Plasma is a desktop. Use Plasma to surf the web, keep in touch with colleagues, friends and family, manage your files, enjoy music and videos, and get creative and productive at work. Do it all in a beautiful environment that adapts to your needs and with the safety, privacy protection, and peace of mind that the best free open source software has to offer. Blah blah blah. And we are on KDE Plasma 6.6, so we are on CachyOS using the latest release actually, which is good, of course. Anyway, yesterday I put the system through its paces with streaming, recording at 60 FPS, full 4K resolution, no problem whatsoever. It seemed to me that the customization, the rising theming, however you want to call it, was on spot, on point. And everything was going well, so this is why I decided to move further along on my adventure regarding this Linux distribution. And just a minor adjustment on the customization, the rising, this little graphic here, I changed it from the default on application launcher, if you can see. I changed it from the default CachyOS, the little green icon, to this colorful one, which I think it matches better the theme, the looks that I'm going for with my theming customizations. Besides this little thing, of course, finally I've accomplished the wallpaper jumper on this one too. So basically, either through the terminal, by typing wallpaper status, you can check about you can check out the image that you are currently I'm almost using 1,000 images of Full HD, about a dozen or so, plenty of 2K, but mostly maybe 900 of them, maybe something like that, are all 4K resolution, if not 5 or 6K resolution. Anyway, currently we are on 784 images, and also this one you can keybind it and have it be like this, for example. Boom, just like that with a keybind, no problem. Actually, we are in 785, but because when I was talking, the image changed. So yeah, we're 785 at the moment. And then with the terminal, you can do this thing as well. wallpaper, either for example go to a specific image like this for example, or you can do just this one, select, and then type it here using the graphical user interface. I will go for example 780, just like this, or you can simply just use the keybind to jump around on the wallpaper index. So I will go like this now, boom. So easy, so fast, and the slideshow will keep on going every minute. The images are changing, and this it persists after a restart, an update, or whatever. But if something will happen, you just restart the daemon and everything goes back to normal. Anyway, this was always one of the things that I'm trying to accomplish on all of my Linux distributions. And the other thing that I have managed to accomplish is the cursor factory. Let me show you my current cursors. Some I have already created. So let's go to System Settings, Global Theme, Cursors, and here we are. I have downloaded Sweet Cursors and of course Red Glass and White Glass from the internet, and the system came with Breeze Dark, Breeze Light, Capitaine, or Capitaine, how you pronounce it, cursors, and Capitaine cursors color or something, I don't know what's the difference between these two. Anyway, at the moment, as you can see, I'm using this red glass cursor, but I have already created my black magenta, my yellow red star, and the Swedish breeze, of course. So how it works is very simple actually. Either by using the terminal or by using the keybind. You press the shortcut, and now if you never have used this before, you just press X and it downloads a special folder for you. It's basically this folder, Breeze Source Factory. I have it already downloaded, so I will use it. But it goes pretty fast, especially if you have a fast internet, do not worry about it. But even if you don't have a fast internet, it's just one-time download, because then you can use it as many times as you wish in order to create, to fix as many cursors you want. So let's go ahead, okay. You put a name here, I will go with for example, let's just go with Aqua Magenta. This one is another favorite of mine. So basically I will go for this bright aqua, or this one even. And then I will go for magenta, here it is, this bright purple, magenta color. And then very soon, very fast, the system creates the cursor in the background. It is done already. And now it's available for me to use basically by accessing the system settings and the cursors. Global theme, cursors. Oops, misclicked. Cursors. Here it is, Aqua Magenta. Apply. And now, as it says here, I only can keep using the system, like no problem at all. But if a problem will come up, I just have to log out or restart the system and everything will be smooth sail. But yeah, as you can see, it works just fine. I can go to another application like Vivaldi. It adheres to the standard of this app. No problem. And let us try a web page like I don't know, my channel maybe. And as you can see, it changes however it needs to change depending on the part that I'm trying to click on the website or the window. So there is that. But as I said, maybe an app here, an app there will not agree with this, and it will keep the older cursor. I'll try, I don't know, maybe Tenacity used to be a bad boy, a bad citizen. Let's see now. Yeah, even Tenacity works just fine. Seemingly works just fine. So I don't know, maybe Flat Seal. Maybe Flat Seal will be a bad boy. Nope. Flat Seal is great too. How about Kdenlive then? Yeah, no problem whatsoever. Of course, I have tested this before the stream, before the recording, but since it's a custom solution, maybe an update will break it or something. That's why I'm testing the apps again. And I'm saying this because before I started with the stream and the recording, I did the system update, so I just want to make sure. And now just with the rest of the cursors, even though we changed it and the system in place said to us that maybe you need to restart, no problem, I will go again and change to another one. For example, the black magenta now that I like to use. Again, same notice, no worries. Again, back to, for example, Vivaldi, just like I did before. As you can see, no problem with the window. Let's go, for example, to my channel. I think this is fine. So yeah, as you can see, no problem whatsoever. But as I mentioned before, even if you will come across an app that doesn't want to play well, doesn't want to play nice, you just log out or restart and you're back in business. And yeah, I'll do one more. I will just, you know what, I will just create another new one using the cursor factory. And I will go for the toxic. And let's have a body that it's like I don't know, this yellow, green, yellow color for the body. And let's have I don't know, some weird like this blue maybe. For this one, for the outline. Let's see what it will create for us. As you can see, it goes very fast. Boom. And now, once again, I can go back to the system settings and change it. No problem whatsoever. Here it is. Boom. And again, the same notice that maybe I need to restart, but as you can see, things go well, no problem whatsoever. Let's try Flat Seal, for example, again. One of the stubborn apps, no problem. And let's try, I don't know, Tenacity again. Yeah, no problem. So I don't know what to say. Things seem to be going well. My guide, just like with Fedora, it's almost step by step in a way. I've already working on a few things towards like trying to replicate what I did with Fedora, having a light theme, so to speak. And once again, I will use a virtual machine in order to do it. So maybe tomorrow it will be ready. At least the first step of it, like the virtual machine and the bright theme. But I don't want to overpromise and under-deliver. But yeah, that's my next step. Worst case scenario, we will see. And now let's go back to this yellow red star. I like it, I quite like it. And yeah, I think things going pretty smooth, pretty well. Maybe after coming from Arch Linux and Fedora, maybe I've already tasted very good Linux distributions, and maybe I'm not that impressed with CachyOS. But don't misjudge my words, don't take them in the wrong way. It's really everything goes well, smooth, no problems, no hiccups, no crashes, no weird behaviors. I think mostly it's like I can't. Maybe it's because it's for gamers and I'm not a gamer. But as far as the things that I'm doing with the Linux distributions that I'm testing and trying to mess around, no problem. Everything goes well, and even I installed flawlessly the GNOME boxes. Like I thought to myself, maybe it will not work that great. But yeah, no problem. So far, no problem with the GNOME boxes. But the real test will be later or tomorrow, especially when I will be trying to stream and record at the same time while using the virtual machine. Yeah, we'll see. All things considered, going well with CachyOS. But yeah, maybe I was way too much impressed with Arch Linux or Fedora, and this seems like, okay, more or less the same thing. But if I was a gamer, maybe this is the best thing of all. Maybe, I'm not sure, I can attest to that. But yeah, you be the judges of it. Anyway, as always, thank you for everything, and see you on the next one. Bye!